everyone, I'm Nita Hone, and I post a draft video every Monday and Thursday at a minimum. This might be going up on a Monday, but I think it'll actually be a draft video over the weekend between Thursday and Monday, a bonus one. So another week where I got to do 3 videos. We're doing more Core Set 2019. Been enjoying the format so far. I don't think it's as good as Dominaria was, but it's hard to be. That format was great, but I do think it's pretty good. I think it's been sort of sneakily good. I think they on purpose put a set after Dominaria that's it's sort of like a palate cleanser because it doesn't have all these crazy synergies that you have to know to do well, which is what a core set should be. A core set's supposed to be easy to draft, be something that helps players learn the game easily. And it's just a format where good cards are good and bad cards aren't. No, I mean, the power of your cards matters more than synergy is my point. So we do have Sarkhan, but he's not worth anything, first of all. And second of all, he's not that good. He's not terrible. Some people say he's unplayable. I don't think he is. I think he's fine in your red deck, but he's like just as good as a Havoc Devils or Hostile Minotaur is in your red deck, which is to say not that good. So I think Vampire Sovereign's where we go. It's, Flying Siege Rhino is pretty great. It's a very strong card. It's always nice, too, when you can take the best card in a pack of a certain color, and what you're leaving behind is nothing special. I think I would take Electrify over Sarkhan, too. And then maybe the Courser, and then Sarkhan, probably. But, yeah, you have to end up with a bunch of dragons, and then he can be good. But even if you don't, like, the fact that he just rummages is perfectly fine. I mean, I think he's underrated, which he's a fine card to underrate because I think a lot of people overrate him. I think a lot of people, like pros are underrating him, really, because they just look at him and they're like, why would I want this? And it's sort of true, but I think he's a little better than some people think. Okay, so I love Angel of the Dawn. It is a good card. There's a bunch of good cards here. Scape Shift is worth like 2 tickets last time I checked. So we could have taken back-to-back money rares, which would have helped, us go infinite here. But, yeah. So I think I'd probably take Rabid Bite. It's just a good removal spell. Angel of the Dawn's nice. Reclamation Sage is nice. But I think I take the Rabid Bite. This is worth way more in paper. If you're doing a paper draft, I recommend taking Scape Shift. But it's not worth so much in Mountain Magic Online. That pack had a lot of good cards in it. But Rabid Bite's nice. I think that's what the right thing to take was. Ooh, Psychic Symbiont's pretty sweet. But I think I'd probably just take a Druid of the Cowl. Just, the Symbiont's nice, and, maybe we end up blue-black or whatever, but this is monocolored. There's a much higher chance we play it, and it's very good. Yeah, so I think we take the Druid here. So far in this format, I've managed to get a trophy every 4 drafts or so. That's a much higher rate than I usually have. So we'll see if we can keep that up and I usually end up with like 5 to 7 trophies in a format. Some people, I think, put a little too much emphasis on trophies. People, like some people who comment on these videos are like, how do you only have this many trophies? And it's like, well, getting trophies isn't the perfect marker of you doing a good job in a limited format because, a win percentage over 60% is considered pretty good. And you can technically go 2-1 all the time and have a way higher win percentage, 66%, and basically never get a trophy. Well, so that makes sense. And when you see the people who have like 1 billion trophies on Magic Online, I'm curious how many times they draft a format. I don't get to draft a format as much as they do. I usually get somewhere in the high 30s, low 40s, and some of these people have that many trophies. So it's like, dang. So anyway, Fel Specter's good. So is another Druid of the Cowl, though. I do like Fel Specter. But I also like Druid of the Cowl. Decisions. Yeah, I think we take another Druid. The Specter's nice. And maybe by not taking black cards, we're risking losing, black being too open for people to stay out of it, basically. But I think I'm happy. If we end up mono green, I'm okay with that. Okay. So, yeah, not really any black cards here, though what's been happening so far wouldn't have any impact on that because the people are to our right. So Dreadmaw's nice. It's a nice little finisher. He's big and scary. We've got 2 Druids of the Cowls, and he likes that. Take Vengeance is okay. It's definitely not premium removal. And I'm not willing to take it here, I don't think. I think I'd rather just have a Dreadmaw. They're nice finishers in decks that have Druids of the Cowl and the like. Okay, so black, still not looking great. Two-Headed Zombie and Blood Divination are both fine. People really underrate this card. Green needs ways to stop flyers. And he stops a lot of them in this format. So I may take him. Dwindle is probably the better pick, though. So I think I'm actually going to take the Dwindle. We may end up blue-green after all. So the black cards here. I mean, I could take one of these, but Dwindle's better than either of them. But, Vampire Sovereign's better than any of these. So, all right, maybe I've convinced myself. Let's take a black card. May end up regretting that, but we're not giving up anything crazy. Okay, so Blanchwood Armor, it can be good, especially if you end up with Vinemare, which we don't have yet. There's another Take Vengeance. So there's a Plummet for our sideboard, Highland Game. These things are all fine, but nothing very exciting. Another Zombie, that card's kind of been underwhelming. It's okay, but I'm leaning towards taking the Take Vengeance here. This time we will take the removal. Could have taken Plummet for our sideboard, but okay, well. They're probably going to take Disperse here. Oakenform and Highland Game are fine, but Disperse is better. So, see, these 2 mediocre black cards came back. I think we probably take one of them. They're both fine. I think the Neonate has actually been better. It blocks the aggro decks early, and even if you don't have a deck with life gain payoffs, it's pretty great. And Child of Night, there's way too many 1/3s in this format that just give it the middle finger, basically. So Neonate it is. Okay, so this is interesting because Bristling Boar came back, and so did Skeleton Archer. They're both good. Which is better? I mean, I kind of want to take the Archer just so I can keep pushing, taking black cards, and there won't be any black cards left for people who are left. So I think I'll take the Archer. I like the Boar, but I do also like the Archer. So I'm not a big Sovereign's Bite fan. Some people have mentioned in the comments that they think I'm undervaluing it. I disagree. It's basically Lava Axe. And cards like that just aren't good in 99% of limited decks. Why? Well, because I think I'll take this one for the sideboard. I could take the Line Breaker, but the reason they're not good is because they don't impact the board at all. It's basically card disadvantage in most scenarios. Where it's not card disadvantage is when it just outright kills your opponent. We're going to take this Timber Gorge, help us splash. Blanchwood Armor, I mean, we might play it. So it's almost like you're mulliganing. Like, there's so many situations where it's bad. If you're behind, it's basically useless. Sure, it gains you a little bit of life, but you'd rather just play a creature in 99% of situations. If you are at parity, it probably isn't doing anything. If you're ahead even, it doesn't always do something. It might help you kill your opponent a little more quickly, but that's about it. So it's just, it is a weird card in that it's horrible, but it gets better in multiples, but you have to get to a pretty high number of multiples for it to be good, so that it's like a terrible tightrope to walk. And it gets better in multiples because, suddenly all the cards in your deck do 3 damage, then you're in pretty good shape. Okay, so Skymarch Bloodletter is nice, but I think Baloth is just better. And with 2 Druid of the Cowls, I think that even more so. So I think we take this. Yeah, we're not missing out on anything. I don't think you guys are going to make the cut. I mean, I don't think I'm playing blue or white anymore. Could be wrong. There's a Mentor of the Meek. Ooh, Vinemare, you say. Yeah, I mean, Meteor Golem's nice, but I think Vinemare's better. And even in this deck, I think it's going to be better. Electrify is nice, if we wanted to splash that. But I think I'm taking a Vinemare. Okay, this pack is nice. Part of Deckhand is excellent. It's a good sign that no one's in blue, like to the 2 seats to our left, which, that's interesting to know. Doesn't really matter, though, because I don't think we're going to jump into it. I think we take Vivian's Invocation. Our deck has enough big creatures with into the battlefield abilities, creatures that'll just kill things when it comes into play. And I haven't gotten a chance to play it yet. I drafted it once, and then it ended up just not making the cut because my deck was too aggressive. But I wanted to just have an aggressive curve and not deal with this nonsense. Man. So what are we giving up if we lose black? The only really good card is Vampire Sovereign. Draconic Disciple is really nice. It helps us splash, but maybe we just take another Druid instead. You can't... It helps us splash, so splashing it doesn't really make sense. So we would want to be a red-green deck that's maybe splashing black, but we don't have anything in black that we really want to play except for one double black card. So I could take it and pivot into red-green, but I think I'm just going to take another Druid. So, one zombie, one skeleton. For old Death Baron here. He is really good with the Archer because whatever it turns him into a Necrotal, or more recently, Ravenous Chupacabra. Just kills whatever. I might take it. Nightmare's Thirst, in terms of life gain, we just have the Neonate, right? So, it's not usually going to do much. I do like having one Macabre Waltz in green decks. But I think I'm going to take the Baron here. The Waltz is going to be fine, Nightmare's Thirst is going to be fine, but this could have a really high ceiling, so see if we can attain that. No, I think we take a Rabid Bite now. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so we could take a Rejuvenator, which will help us ramp a little, and our deck does want to be doing that. So I think we probably take it. Oakenform and Rock's Oracle are both fine too. The Oracle is good with Vivian's Invocation, but I think I want this more. Oh, there's also a Hired Blade, actually. I do like it a decent amount. Hired Blade. Do I like it more than Rejuvenator? I think with 3 Druids of the Cowls, we can probably just take Hired Blade. So Reassembling Skeleton, also very good with Death Baron. We don't have any other real combos with it other than it being really annoying, but I think I'm going to take it over Centaur Courser. I think we probably want Thornhide Wolves. There's a good chance we pick up some better 5s and we end up cutting it, but I think for now I'd rather have it than another 2-drop. It is a zombie, but I don't think that's enough of a reason with only one Death Baron to take it. The other things we're taking that are zombies and skeletons are fine anyway, at least. Walking Corpse is a little less than fine, I think. Okay, so we could take a Woodland Stream, which could help us splash blue potentially, but with 2 Rabid Bites, Daggerback Basilisk goes up. It's already a good card, so probably not going to play Blanchwood Armor. Might play Oakenform instead. It's just going to be better most of the time. Yeah, Centaur Courser. And we got that Macabre Waltz we wanted. Another Blanchwood Armor. You could just go mono green. Maybe. Maybe we'll get a Gigantosaurus here and just say, let's do this. Our black, the Vampire Sovereign is still far and away our best black card, so that's worth keeping in mind if something crazy happens here and we want to switch to mono green. If I pick up 2 more Vine Mares in this pack, pick 1 and pick 2, I would be seriously tempted to go mono green with Blanchwood Armors. Ooh, we can splash that. Big Scary Dragon, also really funny with Vivian's Invocation. Yeah, I think we take it. We got ramp, we got splashing because of our Timber Gorge. We would like a little more splashing probably, but I think we're okay. It's just a really, really strong card. We're not giving up anything that is that good anyway. I mean, another Druid of the Cow would be great. Wouldn't mind a Doom Dissenter. But Vivictus Asmati, this is the one that I rated the lowest on my set review. I think I gave it a C+. And I do think it's weaker than the other ones, but I think it's more like a B+ now. And we can cast it, so I think we take it. Open the Graves is nice. Probably what I take here. Yeah, Epicure is not going to do much in our deck. Yeah, we take Open the Graves. Just making all of your trades way better and all of your chump blocks way better is pretty nice, especially when we're just trying to get to the late game and play a Vivictus or Vampire Sovereign or whatever. So I wouldn't mind picking up another dual land, or I don't really want to play Manalith, honestly. Like if I see one late-ish, I'll probably take it and I'll probably play it, but ideally we don't have to play Manalith. Ideally. Declare Dominance is pretty good in a deck like this one. And yeah, we don't want any of these black card. I think Declare Dominance is best. We have so many 5s, and that's worth keeping in mind. But what else am I going to take? I'd rather have my first Declare Dominance than my second Oaken form. Again, if I had more Vine Mares, then maybe. But if I really want to shove more auras in my deck, I do have the Blanchwood Armors, so... Ooh, Reclamation Sage. Yeah, I think I take it. Another Nightmare's Thirst. You know, that card is really good if you have multiple ways to gain life, but we do not have that. So yeah, we take the Sage. It almost always has a target in this format, and so I've been pretty happy with it. Okay, so we do have Ravenous Harpy Reassembling Skeleton. That's a nice little combo. I think it's probably what we take. It's fine even if you don't do crazy things with it, so... Our colors have been very open, which has resulted in us having a lot of playables. So Daggerback Basilisk is also really good with Vivian's Invocation. I mean, it basically turns into a 7-mana 2/2 that kills something when it comes into play. It's not amazing, but it does give us another nice hit off of it. I think it's going to be better than Highland Game. Abnormal Endurance. In terms of activated abilities, we've got Skeleton Archer, Reclamation Sage, and that's basically it. So... It's a nice trick, but it's at its best when you can really abuse that into the battlefield trigger. So I think we take another Basilisk. Gonna be some cutting that needs to be done. So I could take a Rox Oracle, but look at our 5s. I mean, I don't think we have room for it. I think I'm gonna take a Plummet for the sideboard instead. The Child of Night, which would give us another way to gain life, but our 2-drops are all better. And it's not like we need these ways to gain life. So... in the end, I'm probably going to end up cutting Oaken form. Probably going to cut this 2-headed zombie too. So Open the Graves gives us another source of zombies for the Death Baron. I think we have enough reasons to play the Death Baron, even with cutting those zombies. Although maybe not. We have our skeleton, or we have 2 skeletons and Open the Graves. But they are both like ridiculous skeletons with it. So that's worth keeping in mind. Not the dual land we wanted. I'd probably take a Mind Rot for the sideboard here. I do like this card a lot. It's sort of like Abnormal Endurance in that if you have into the battlefield abilities, it gets to be ridiculous. And I've had a few decks where I really abused that and it was awesome. But yeah, I'll take a Mind Rot for the sideboard. Another Daggerback Basilisk. Highland Game is actually nice in the sideboard against the really aggressive decks because it can trade with a creature and gain you life. But at the same time, we have 3/1/3s who are going to block those really well. A 0/3... I don't know that we need it, but I don't think I'm going to play a 3rd Daggerback Basilisk either, so I think it's what we take. Sure. Also sure. Also sure. All the Oaken forms. Okay, I don't hate that. Picking up that late of a Highland Game. Well, we didn't get more fixing. I think we still play Vivictus because we have the dual land, we're going to play 1 mountain, and we have Vivian's Invocation, which is sort of kind of a way to cheat it into play if we're lucky. But I think we try to play Vivictus. I haven't gotten to play an Elder Dragon, which is kind of insane, actually. So I think that's what we do. I think our deck looks pretty sweet. There's some trimming that needs to be done, for sure. Every time I end up with Vine Mare, I end up cutting all my auras. Like, the only way I would play... I mean, if we didn't have so many playables, I think an Oaken form probably would have made our deck. And if I had multiple Vine Mares, I would have started putting them in my deck too. But we don't, so... Okay, so... Who gets cut? It might be the neonate. Let's group creatures separately. Yeah, we don't really want to cut any of these. I think Declare Dominance will do what we need it to do. So yeah, I mean, the neonate is fine, but I think we probably cut it. Maybe we side it in against an opponent where we end up at a serious board stall. Maybe, I mean, we could definitely consider cutting Death Baron. Could also consider Thornhide Wolves, although he is proven to be perfectly fine in this format. These stats block a lot of creatures. There's a lot of 4/4s, 3/4s. I think between having, a combo with Reassembling Skeleton with Ravenous Harpy and one with our Death Baron, I think it stays in. Could consider moving this to the sideboard, and maybe that's what we do. I don't want to remove any of that stuff. I do love Reclamation Sage, and I think it's main boardable, but I think on average, like a Centaur Courser or a Daggerback Basilisk is going to be better in most game ones. Yeah. I think this is what we do. I do wish we picked up more fixing, but I think we'll be okay. So, that's enough fixing for one card. So I think that's a little extreme, especially because this is a green source. We have our mana is a little annoying because we have 3 double black cards. We don't have that many black cards, but we have 3 that are double black, and then we have a bunch of double green too. We do have the Druids of the Cowls, who sort of can count together as like an additional green source. I just feel like 7 is a little risky. Maybe it's okay though. This gives us 9 green sources. Yeah, I mean, the green is probably more important. So, gotta do what we gotta do. I'm not gonna love our mana. I mean, we could think about cutting him, but I think he's too good to cut. So, alright. See you guys in our first match. Alright, we're going into our first match, and I think we will play first. And this is a solid hand. Obviously, we need a 3rd land pretty badly, but if we get that, we should be in pretty great shape. Pretty good shape. Okay, so probably red-white aggro. That's basically the only deck that should be playing Rustwing Falcon. I guess if you have a bunch of auras, it's not too bad either, but... Alright, we need that 3rd land. Maybe your deck should be running 18. I feel like with 3 druids, I probably don't need it to run 18 though. So green-white it is. Ugh. Okay. We will take 1. Be nice if they don't play anything again. Oh my god. It's just great when you have 3 3-drops in your hand. We're not going to have time to set this up. I don't think. Giving them that information, and maybe there's something to be said for not doing it, but... Oh my god. Now that we finally have our 3rd land, we have to... They played a freaking Star-Crowned Stag, so... We are in serious danger. Our Skeleton Archer can't kill any of these creatures, which is always annoying. So we're going to go to 7 here. At a minimum. The Sovereign would be nice. I mean, I can also play Basilisk next turn at least, but this may be one of those games where you just don't get to play Magic. Oh boy. Chaos Wand. That could be bad. Okay, they killed my 1 creature. We have a land, and I don't think we survive because, yeah, they hit us for 7. So we don't need to show them anything else. That was fun. So probably bring in Reclamation Sage because of Chaos Wand. That's enough of a reason. Yeah. And do we want 18? Should we? No, I don't think so. Maybe Thornhide Wolves is what we cut. Maybe Open the Graves. Probably the Wolves, though. Yeah. Okay. Let's get more than 2 lands this time. We did have all 3 of our colors. We did have them. Yeah, it was a bad combination. We had 2 lands and we had none of our 2-mana spells. This hand is so much better. Get to play turn 2 Druid of the Cowl, turn 3 Archer, which might get to kill something. We didn't see anything last game that it could kill, and we have all 3 of our colors again. Yeah, sometimes you just don't get to play Magic. I mean, it happens to everybody, so it sort of evens out in the end. But it isn't even that fun to win that way, you know? It's just, I mean, you definitely should take advantage. It's part of the game, but it's like, eh. Ooh. Hello there. So I could play the Archer. If I play Druid of the Cowl, though, and I draw a land, I can play Vivictus Asmati on turn 3. Wow. So I think we attack with this Druid. They could have Take Vengeance, which would make me pretty sad. We do have to draw the land. All right, they seem color screwed. If we hit a land here, it's going to be pretty brutal. We don't. We don't have double black for that either. I do think we play our Archer now. So let's attack with 1 Druid and then play the Archer and do 1 to them with it. So Skeleton Archer, shoot them. Okay, land drops. One of the reasons to play the Archer, I'm happy to have them use it on that, is that it's a good thing to use Rabid Bite with. All right, so let's play this dragon, see if they have another removal spell or what. It's actually not awesome in a situation where my opponent has just lands, but I think it hits them hard enough that I don't care. Yeah. So we're going to Rabid Bite. Well, we don't even need to do that. We can just get rid of this when we attack. And we'll get rid of our Skeleton Archer. So it's whenever it attacks. Yeah. Yeah, so we may as well hold on to our Rabid Bite. I don't want to attack with these because my opponent could get a creature big enough to block them, so we're gonna, and also sacrifice this Archer. Oh, wait a second. Ooh, I should have chosen the Luminous Bonds. Okay, well, I gave them a free Colossal Dreadmaw, which doesn't feel great, but we can kill it in our second main phase with Rabid Bite. So we could also just play Vivian's Invocation here, because we got a land out of that. Chances are I'm not going to hit something big enough to kill that, so I think we just go ahead and go Rabid Bite. And then Open the Graves. So we just win with Declare Dominance if they can't play a flyer here. But yeah, I need to keep in mind, I forgot it could be enchantments. It could be anything. So, all right, so they're dead because we just declare dominance for the win. Yeah, that is a 6+5. Oh no, 6+3 is 9. Why did I think it did 5? Okay, so maybe we do go with an invocation then. Yeah, I think we do. We're I go Vivian's Invocation. That stuff is small. Wow, none of this is very exciting. We can use any of them to kill this at least, but none of them can kill... They don't have a target for Reclamation Sage. I guess I want the Harpy the most. Flying, I guess. So we'll kill that. Does put them back up to 13. Yeah, and then I attack. So I think I'm ready to give up elves, especially because I get zombies to replace them. So we'll get rid of their stag and we'll get rid of our druid. Yeah. Chaos Warp. So we got a Daggerback Basilisk out of the deal. That's pretty much an upgrade. Okay. Yeah, Ravenous Harpy and Vivictus with Open the Graves is pretty ridiculous. Okay, so they play Guy on the ground. All right, that one went our way, even though our Vivian's Invocation was super underwhelming. You know, I was hoping we'd hit like a Sovereign or a Baloth or a Basilisk or a Courser or Hired Blade would have been good. Most of the cards in our deck would have killed a 3/3, but we didn't hit any of them. Yeah, I don't think we change anything. Let's just get a turn 5 Vivictus Asmati again. The crazy thing is we could have had a turn 4 Vivictus Asmati, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Yeah, it was great that he put that Luminous Bonds on our Skeleton Archer. That was like, okay, good. Maybe our Vivictus can just come down and not be worried about any of that. That being removal. Okay, solid hand. Yeah. Rabid Bite and Vinemare together is always a good thing. We do need more black mana ideally, but we got time. I wouldn't mind one of our druids. Alright, we're going to play a skeleton. Basilisk plus Rabid Bite will work out well too, but I like Vinemare even more just because you can actually play it into your opponent having mana up, and you don't have a chance of getting blown out the way you do with any creature that doesn't have hexproof. So they have 4 mana already. Yeah, I'll take 1. Okay, well, here's mine. End our turn. Do I trade Basilisk for Basilisk? I might, because it clears the ground for these guys. I think I probably do if they attack. I just trade. Yeah, I mean, if we can go Vinemare, Vampire Sovereign, that's going to be a pretty good 2 turns. I mean, Vigilant Baloth's fine too, but... Okay. So... Do I still... Yeah, I was going to say, I think I would still block that. Didn't really change much for me. Ooh, good. So I could use Daggerback Basilisk here to kill the Angel, but I think I'd rather just play Vinemare. Yeah. Our Vampire Sovereign will be able to block it, so. Also, yeah, we can Rabid Bite with Vinemare, killing most things. I guess not Colossal Dreadmaw, but our Daggerback can do that. Ooh. That's obnoxious. For many of my creatures aren't going to be happy about that. Ooh, Colossal Majesty. It's interesting. Okay. What do we do now that they've sort of left their shields down apart from leaving back a Daggerback Basilisk? So if I play my Sovereign, it is going to get zapped, but it will also give me the value that it's going to give me right away. Yeah, I think we'll attack with our Basilisk into their Basilisk. And then I think... I mean, they're both going to get zapped anyway, right? So I'll go ahead and play the Sovereign here. I mean, the good news is we got value out of it, and it's going to get downgraded, but it's still going to be a 2/4. I mean, yeah, they have a flyer, but it'll hold everything else down. I haven't really drafted a deck that made use of Colossal Majesty yet. I've had decks with, like, Goreclaw. Yeah, that's what I thought would happen. Okay. Okay. So I wish this Death Toucher weren't there, and yeah, I could kill it, but I wouldn't be advancing my board at all if I did. But maybe that's fine. That's probably fine. So I'm going to do this so that if we do get, well, it's actually smarter to just use this because if they have a removal spell, it doesn't really matter. And it doesn't get dealt damage, so it's just one-sided. All right. I think we just attack with the Mare, leave the Ox back. Drops them to 10. They should just kill my Reassembling Skeleton, I think. Use your wand on that. That seems like good value. Okay, no attacks. I like that. This can only be done as a sorcery, right? Yes. Yeah, that does create problems because now my Vinemare, I mean, they can block it and kill it. And sure, I would trade with a flyer, so maybe it's worth it. But it's also my only creature immune to the Transmogrifying Wand. So I'm not that inclined to do that right now. I am going to play a Vigilant Baloth, though. We really don't want them to start being able to do this. Surely at some point they will, though. Definitely glad we have Reclamation Sage. Okay. Yeah, what we would really like, Open the Graves would be really good here because it really would stop mattering. It would be really bad for them to use their wand. But that doesn't look like where we're headed. Right, I'm going to play Colossal Dreadmaw. I'm going to end my turn. See, I mean, I could attack and force a trade with Angel of the Dawn, but it just won't matter. I mean, I won't be able to attack through this is what's sad. Yeah. Get Nox. Eventually we'll be able to go wide enough with Oxen that, you know, well, yeah. Okay. We're both sort of not doing anything now. Yeah, we'll end our turn. They have one more counter on that wand, so one more good creature of ours is going to get transmogrified. Don't play Colossal Dreadmaw, please. And start drawing cards. Colossal Majesty with Colossal Dreadmaw. Okay, that will be a much more useful attacker, and I won't be nearly as sad if it eats a Transmogrifying Wand. I could now, maybe it's worth it now. It's probably worth it. Let's do it. I mean, if we can drop them to 6 here, I'll be pretty, or yeah, 8. All right, so we kill that. We still have way more creatures than they do, and that will help us going forward. I should have attacked with my skeleton. It's not like I couldn't bring it back. Well, that's annoying. Very annoying. We don't have red for Vivictus Asmati. That would be nice, though. Okay. Reclamation Sage to blow this up. I think at this point I would blow up the bonds. So he can transmogrify his own creature? Yeah, he is. Smart. That's probably a good use of it right there. Awesome. Not worth attacking. Man, we're just both doing so much. Okay, well, that's actually pretty good. Rabid Bite here on that. And now everyone can attack. Get in there, everyone. Rabid Bite does make cards like Luminous Bonds a little worse. Okay, drop them to 7. End our turn. One of these days they're going to draw a creature that's big enough for Colossal Majesty to draw them a card, and then we're going to swiftly lose, I think. If we can't do something about it quickly. Okay, well. Using that to take one of my Ox is not going to feel good for them, but I guess they have to. Yeah. Come on, Reclamation Sage. Oh, that'll work. Would have been nice earlier, but it'll work. Getting in for 1 damage a turn at this point. But it's worth it, I mean. Would not mind Macabre Waltz right about now, you know? Vampire Sovereign, be great. Okay. Ooh. All right. So the downside is I can only get a creature to 5, so the creature won't actually be able to kill both of these. So I may as well just do this so that I can get in for 2 at the same time. Because I can only kill one of them anyway, so... This way, they have to block this, and I can get in for 2 instead of just 1. So it'll have the same result, more or less. Also, if they have a way of removing him, which they really shouldn't have in green-white, but if they did, we can just get him back, and we get a zombie. So this says non-token, it's worth noting. They got something. So it appears. Oh, they wanted to... They were just doing that to save their creature. I wasn't going to kill that one anyway, so... I was scared for a second there. All right, we drop them to 4. We kill the Star-Crowned Stag. And we'll end our turn. Yeah, they're flooding harder than we are. Oh, that is exactly... Actually, let's attack first, because... Yeah, it doesn't really matter how they block, I guess. But we'll go ahead and attack first. There's no reason to waltz... There's no reason to waltz first. So we can just get back our Sovereign and it'll Lightning Helix them in the face, theoretically. All right, so we're going to go Waltz, get back Sovereign, and probably Dreadmaw. I don't think it's going to matter, but... And player Sovereign, which should kill them. Yeah, they weren't really that good of games, any of them. Like game one was the one where I didn't get to play. This game he sort of got to play, but he clearly drew horribly. Like he surely has big creatures for his majesty, you know. All right, match 1 is ours. I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, match 2. We'd like to play first. This is a good hand. I mean, it could be better, but it's fine. We have 2-drop, 3-drop, I mean, and we also have a Druid of the Cow who may ramp us into something early. Maybe this game we'll get to do something a little sweeter with Vivian's Invocation and get a 1-2 out of our deck. We did still kill a creature, but that wasn't what I was envisioning. Okay, so play the Druid. Black-green also. Play Centaur Courser. Yeah, having both of these in your opening hand isn't like ideal. You'd rather draw them later. They're both just that kind of card. But, you know, it's fine. Yeah, so we'll attack with Centaur Courser here. If they have a trick or whatever, I don't think we really care. Okay. And then we'll play Daggerback Basilisk. Okay. So I'm glad I have Rabid Bite and Daggerback Basilisk here. So if we actually tap this differently, we can also play our Death Baron. So we're going to go Rabid Bite. It doesn't really matter. Either of these will kill it. attack with our Courser and then play Death Baron, who right now isn't doing much, but he could later. He could pump their Walking Corpse. Okay, so yeah, Death Baron. I mean, at least he's another 2/2, which right now is plenty. Okay, so we're one away from Vivien's Invocation, but we don't have anything else we can do right now. We don't have good attacks. We got nothing. I could have attacked with my Basilisk, but it didn't really seem worth it. Vivien's Invocation into Skeleton Archer would be ridiculous. I'd get to kill both their creatures. That's the dream. We do need to hit a land here to have a chance at that. We don't do it, but we got close to a land, I guess. Close as you can get. They didn't attack me, which is a little bit of a surprise. They didn't attack me with their flyer. Ugh. Well, now we have something much more problematic to worry about. Okay. I'll take it. And I'll end my turn. Yeah, we didn't get this, which is sad. We will take it. Okay, another Daggerback Basilisk. Oh my god. I forgot I had the mana for Vivien's Invocation 2 turns in a row, didn't I? Yeah, I deserve to win this game. Ugh. That's bad. I could have hit a Basilisk off of it and killed something. Probably their flyer, I guess, since it's going to kill me at this rate. Okay. So let's do it this time. What do we got? There's also big monsters we could get, but Skeleton Archer would be the most broken because it has Death Touch right now. So Dreadmaw is nice, but I think Sovereign's probably better right now. I can use it to kill the Poison Tip Archer and then lock down the air too. Yeah. So yeah, it'll do 3, so we'll kill the Archer again. All right. Now the game should be back at parity instead of us getting punched in the face repeatedly. I mean, if you'd rather have a zombie, I guess I'm okay with that. It's not going to make much of a difference to me. So, actually at this point, I'd rather block with that. We need Skeleton Archer or Reassembling Skeleton. They were just going for the value. How many times do I have to kill that Archer? I've already killed it twice. Okay. We have a Macabre Waltz too, but we have like nothing we can do with it anytime soon. I mean, we could like send in our Daggerback Basilisks and then just get them back, which would be funny, but I don't think it's worth it. I think we just end the turn. We need something like Open the Graves to sort of get us to where we need to be. Hey, look, Death Baron. That's nice. Must be nice. Okay, so I think we block both of these with our Death Touch Daggerback Basilisks and then probably just get them back. Yeah. We do lose 4 life here, thanks to poison tip archers. So that's great. Feels good. Okay, so I'm going to Macabre Waltz, get back both basilisks. Some point, pumping up a Ravenous Harpy will be worth it, except we have to wait to kill the poison tip archer for it to be worth it, so. Oh, good. I guess all they have is a walking corpse, but when that walking corpse has death touch, you know, that ain't fun. So they also have sort of free attacks, I guess, to a certain extent. Like with Thornhide Wolves, they could attack, and if I blocked it, I would go to 8. Then they could just get it back with Issereth. So, yeah. So we need Skeleton Archer or Rabid Bite. Is that all we have in our deck that can kill this Poison Tip Archer for the 3rd time? I think it might be. I guess our dragon could too. Okay, end our turn. We might just be dead because, yeah, I mean, we just can't. Killing creatures is just not a good deal for us with Poison Tip Archer in play. Yeah, and we've got to kill Issereth. I mean, there's not really any way around that. Get back that corpse. So we're going to drop to 7/6 here. I guess the Courser is probably a little better to let die here. Go to 6. Awesome. So we're dead because we can't kill. If we kill anything attacking us, we're dead, basically. So we may not quite be dead. They may be more tentative here. Okay, so we're not quite going to be dead. So there's that. So yeah, we'll block. This will drop us to 3, 4. Math. I need to kill this. Oh, we got a way to kill it. That may really, really change this for us. So we go Skeleton Archer. Don't kill my Death Baron in response, please. We're going to shoot this in the face. Kill it for the millionth time. And we will end our turn. That may have stabilized us again, but obviously our opponent destroyed us while we were not stabilizing. So, ooh. So how much you got over there? I could just use it to kill their Vampire Sovereign. Ooh. That's actually a better idea, isn't it? Wow, that's gross. Okay. That was a gross back-to-back draw. Death Touch with Declare Dominance is pretty busted. It also means, probably anyway, that I can attack with the Sovereign. Yeah. Let's hope they don't have a kill spell. Everybody's got a block. And we can just do 1 damage to each of them because Death Touch. And, yeah, so. Wait, are you not letting me assign 1 damage to each of them? There we go. There it is. Boom! They do get a zombie out of this deal, but that was a ridiculous back-to-back draw. Like, My luck in this format lately been kind of nuts. Because that was stupid. Like, first draw the guy, the only card in our deck, basically, that could get us out of the situation. I guess Rabid Bite would have worked too. But drawing that and then Declare Dominance is what was really busted because of the fact that Death Touch plus Declare Dominance is ridiculous. Okay, so we're going to attack with both our flyers. Drop them to 9. If they keep emptying their hand, we'll be able to be pretty reckless with this, potentially. All right, so I will trade a Basilisk for their Basilisk. That's fun. Okay. So I think we still attack for 4 here. So, yeah, we could only do 7. My plan is to double block the 2-headed zombie because I have to, and then sacrifice both creatures to this. That will give us lethal next turn. I only need to sacrifice 1, I guess, so... Okay, so single block that and double block this guy. And yeah, I'll sacrifice this, which is enough to give us lethal. And I think I let this kill that. Yeah. All right. Went pretty well there. Had to kill that stupid archer like 12 times, but okay, it was 3, right? But still, it was pretty obnoxious. Let's just keep drawing like that, you know, just what we were dead, you know, and then drew this at the exact right time. And then not only that, which this gave us parity, we then drew this, which then put us way ahead on board, which was a beautiful thing. So we could think about Plummet. I only saw 1 flyer though. I really wish we had a giant spider. We didn't manage to get one. I'm sure we took stuff that was better over it, but this is a time where it's like, where's my giant spider? Because I don't want to play Wall of Vines, and I don't really... Like, the nice thing about Giant Spider compared to cards like these is it's fine even when your opponent doesn't have flyers, and these are god-awful when they don't. So, yeah. All right, so I don't think we change anything. No. Okay, I think this is fine. Wouldn't mind drawing a Druid of the Cowl, but we can do okay early without one. Those Basilisks really like us. I feel like we've seen both of them in like every game. Might be exaggerating there a little. We do have the Ravenous Harpy Reassembling Skeleton combo, by the way. If we can get that set up, that's pretty gross. So I think I'm going to play the Harpy first here. There's our combo. We can pay 3 mana a turn, more or less, to make this a 2/3, to give it a +1/+1 counter. I mean, 2/3, 3/4, etc. we can like chump with this and then sacrifice. Yeah, they're gonna just say no, thank you. I think that's the right thing to do because normally I don't think that is, but when your opponent has Reassembling Skeleton in play, things could get ugly. So we're gonna go ahead and attack with our skeleton. Play a Basilisk of our own. We need another green mana for basically everything in our hand, so that would be good to get. We may get to declare dominance on a Death Touch creature again. Okay, that's interesting. Not worried about Daggerback. Apparently. Ooh. Okay. I think we'll attack for 1 here. And we don't have anything else to do. I mean, I guess we could play another Daggerback Basilisk. Maybe that's just better. Yeah, we'll hold off on the Waltz. I mean, getting the Harpy back is gross, but... okay. Do we trade? Yeah, probably. Takes us down to 14. Oh, God, why? Okay, well, we can block this indefinitely, although it's going to take damage every time we do, but I think we get back our Harpy and Basilisk here, and discard Thornhide Wolves? Yeah. So we can block it and get it back. So, you know, we'll take one instead of 2 is basically what this is going to amount to. Yeah, so you might as well attack. I mean, it's not awesome, but it's perfectly fine. We're both stuck on 4, but they have double of both their colors, so I think they're coming out ahead there. Vinemare is pretty nice against their deck. Hey, they have a giant spider. It's not fair. Okay, so bring back our skeleton. Okay, I think I play the archer. Well, maybe I just play Basilisk. Stops them from attacking me. The archer can't kill anything right now. Their deck doesn't have much that it can kill, though, to be fair. I think I just go ahead and play another Basilisk here and end the turn. Both stuck on 4. Both probably have like Baloths and Dreadmaws stuck in our hand. Yeah, we'll just take 2 in this case. Oh, good. Happy to see that. Well, we got our 5th land. It's just not in a color we'd like it to be. But I think we go ahead and play our Harpy here. Yeah. So they'll get back their Basilisk probably, but we'll block it with our Basilisk, I think is my plan. Probably block here and then sacrifice this to this, and then this can block that too. So seems all right. If I could get Declare Dominance mana, I would be so happy. Okay, so they decided to play a Courser instead of some other shenanigans that were possible there. Thank you. All right, so you know what it's time for? It's time for Declare Dominance on a Death Toucher. We are going to lose a bunch of life in the process, but I think that's okay. We'll attack with everything too and get in for a couple damage in the process. clear out their board. Boom. And yeah, again, we do lose a significant amount of life, but suddenly their board is empty, and we have nice follow-up plays too. So, plus we have this combo. If it's a nice mana sink if we run out of gas. Gross. So I can get it to a 3/4. Which is kind of what we have to do. It's just not going to be very pretty. I'm going to have to give up a Druid of the Cow for no value. We do get this back at the end of the turn, though, so there's that. I could have played the Archer instead. Okay, that screws us pretty hard because we were going to be able to make it a 3/4 and survive, and now the best we can do is chump block, which is just, I think, what we have to do now. I don't think we really have a choice. No. So, chump block it. No point in sacrificing anything to it anymore. Come on, Rabid Bite. Actually, we can't play Vinemare and Rabid Bite, so... Death Baron? Is Death Baron what we need? Okay. That is not what we need. Okay, we die. So... That was gross, but... We even got to do another Declare Dominance thing, and it didn't matter. Still not really feeling Reclamation Sage, so I think we're good. Go to game 3. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, I think we leave that. A bunch of their creatures can't block it, and we can play it on turn 3, so... Seems pretty good. Also good with Rabid Bite, so... Turn 3 Vinemare is going to be nasty. May lead us to victory. Be even grosser if we draw a Swamp next turn, and we can just play... Vampire Sovereign on turn 4. Like turn 3 Vinemare, turn 4 Sovereign. It's messed up. You can't block, buddy. We did draw a land, but not the one we need. So I'm just going to attack with my unblockable, currently unblockable Vinemare. I'm not super concerned about using Rabid Bite right here. I'm just going to play Reassembling Skeleton and end our turn. Play all black creatures. Anything you play that isn't black, I will bite rapidly. So, still unblockable. Let's hit a swamp. Doesn't really seem worth it. I do think it seems worth it to kill the two-headed zombies, though. Does it? Does it seem worth it? I mean, that's still a race we win right now. Even if they use something like Declare Dominance here, like I lose a Druid of the Cow and a Reassembling Skeleton. So let's attack with our Vinemare first. And we can reconsider what we want to do. It's just that they're on such a quick clock if they can't stop our Vinemare. And you know, there's no removal in their deck that can kill it, first of all. Second of all, there's no creatures, half their creatures at least can't block it. So I think saving Rabid Bite for something that tries to stop me from continuing my onslaught with my Vinemare is probably better. Like if they play a huge green creature who can block it. It's going to be annoying if that creature's like a Colossal Dreadmaw, but they're 2 mana away from that, and they're at 10, so I think we're okay. Yeah, we just take 5. We could double block it and then get back our Reassembling Skeleton, but I think we want to hold on to this Druid in case we never draw another freaking land. Okay, well, there's the thing we're going to Rabid Bite. Ooh. Yeah, so get out of here. And drop them to 5. And yeah, that may just get us the win. Barring, I don't know. We got to play something. We will just take 5 again. Okay, now that's what we're going to Rabid Bite, I think. Trying to decide if they have like Titanic Growth, how much that's going to suck. Is it better to use Declare Dominance on this and then just attack them? Probably not. We haven't seen like Titanic Growth out of them, so let's pray that they don't have it. They don't. All right, 2-0. Trying to get another trophy. See if we can do that in the next match. All right, match 3. Trying to go for another trophy. I think this would be a 2nd trophy in a row. Ooh. All black mana. We do have Ravenous Harpy, so it's not like the worst because we at least can play that. We are on the play. That's pretty bad. I'm going to mulligan. This one is much, much better. Potential turn 3 Vinemare again. Hopefully our opponent's playing a bunch of black creatures. We don't want that. I mean, we're going to want it later, but I don't want to draw it right now. I want to draw more mana. Like that. So turn 3 Vinemare is probably going to happen if I tap for green mana correctly. They could Lightning Strike this, is why I said probably. Yeah. They could be like mono red goblins. I've seen people do that a few times, but I think we definitely play our Vinemare here. They're probably red-white aggro, you know, which I think is a way better deck because it's more consistent. It's not that easy to put, not that hard to put together. It's gotten harder. No, they're not red-white. But that deck has gotten harder because pros are saying it's the best deck in the format now. Early on in the format, it was pretty easy to draft. I think everyone had sort of a Dominaria hangover, and they were like, let's just play these sweet, slow, dirtily decks. And so if you were drafting red-white, you could just crush people. So I think that's what got me my first trophy. Okay, that is not good news for my Vinemare. That'll work though for our Thornhide Wolves. So I could attack with my Vinemare, but it doesn't really seem worth it to trade for like 1 token and the Ogre to me. Okay, so they're probably actually a blue-red spells deck. Maybe? I don't know. They have pretty aggressive stuff going on for being a blue-red spells deck. Okay, so we don't get to do anything cool this turn. We're 1 mana off of the Dreadmaw. I think we just play Reassembling Skeleton and end our turn. If we could go Dreadmaw Invocation, that would be great. Yeah, they do have a lot of goblins. I'm not going to be shocked if they have the 2 goblin payoffs that are in this format. Okay. If anything's going to eat a shock, it's probably that Basilisk. I should have left black mana up, incidentally, so that I could reassemble this if they do decide to attack. I mean, I'll still block with it, even if, yeah, but... Okay, you are a 1/4, which is not too scary yet, but it is the only flyer on the table, so it's a little scary. Hired Blade. All right. End our turn. Start taking damage in the air from Enigma Drake. Too bad turn 3 Vinemare wasn't just like good game like it was against our last opponent. Here it's just like, you know, it's a really good, it's a decent sized creature. It can't kill it with any spells, and that's annoying, but it can't really attack. So, in fact, right now it can just be blocked by 1 creature. Earlier we could have at least gotten rid of 2, but, oh no, we couldn't have. They would have just lost their Ogre. Okay. I'm guessing the Drake's going to get in there. It's not like we're doing anything. I'm going to flash in my Hired Blade at the end of their turn, though. Ooh, I can play you. Continue to pressure them on the ground, at least. We do have 2 flyers. Wouldn't mind our Harpy right about now. Especially because we have the skeleton thing going on. Well, I guess they're going to bounce my Baloth. And probably just attack with the Drake. Yeah. We'll take that 1 damage. Maybe I should be attacking with Hired Blade. Well, I'm a little less inclined to now. But I think maybe I do. I don't know. Okay. Druid of the Cow. Nah, I think we hang back. Problem is Trumpet Blast could be in our future. But I think we can do a decent job of killing most of the stuff that attacks us. Even if it's going to kill ours too. I don't think that's the end of the world right now because we have, it's not like, you know, we don't have other stuff to do. Although we don't really want to lose our Druids of the Cow because they're enabling, hopefully enabling a lot of stuff. So. Poopy. Well, okay. I think we go ahead and play Dreadmaw here. Essence Scatter. Cancel. Okay. That also makes their Drake a 2/4. I kind of would rather have them do that than on the Invocation, because chances are decent we get something that can kill Enigma Drake with our Invocation. We need to hit our dragon with our Invocation. We haven't done that yet. Yeah, 1 more land and we can use our we can invoke, but yeah. That Enigma Drake is messing us up. We probably bring in Plummet here. There's a very significant chance they have even Wind Mage and stuff too, so another Havoc Devils. It's less than ideal. Okay, so I think we use the Invocation. This could end up blanking, but it shouldn't. 3, 5, 6, and 7. Vivian's Invocation. We still have several big creatures in our deck. So I think we probably get the Sovereign. And the bad news is, well, I guess if we get the Archer, we can kill the Drake. Because we do 1 to it with its ability and 3 to it with the Invocation. But I think the Sovereign's just going to be better for the most part. Yeah, let's get the Sovereign. And we'll do 3 to this guy. Pretty good. Not a dragon, but pretty good. And for now, anyway, it can block Enigma Drake. Okay. Enigma Drake is now a 3/4. Still have all our Rabid Bites, both our Rabid Bites in our deck, so that's good news. Okay, so I think I play Vigilant Baloth here. Do I just empty my hand? Because I have Macabre Waltz, I don't really want to. Playing another Basilisk isn't going to make much of a difference. And if I draw Macabre Waltz, I don't want to have to discard something real. Dragon Egg, so they can get back Spit Flame. Great. That's just great. Luckily, it can't kill any of our best creatures, but it can definitely be obnoxious. It also shrunk their creature. Ooh, there he is. Hello. How are you? Spit Flame can't kill him. Ooh, reassembling Skeleton with him is nasty. I didn't really think about that. That's a nice combo. Don't kill it. Oh, they're going to use 2 cards to kill it, probably. Yeah. Take 4. Player Basilisk. And yeah, we're in trouble. Not worth attacking, especially with the Dragon Egg over there. Cool. Definitely bring in Plummet. Think we're losing this one, though. They've had answers for all the cool stuff we've done. I guess if I draw Macabre Waltz, I have a chance, but not much of one. I basically need to draw a way to kill one of these flyers, or I'm dead anyway. And we don't do it. So we go to game 2. Bring in Plummet. I think that's all. Dragons are in their deck too, like, for sure. Maybe just the Dragon Egg, I guess, but it does turn into a creature. Thornhide Wolves seems pretty good stats-wise here. I mean, we did do something cool with the Death Baron, but it might be what's worth cutting. If we ever got to swarm them with Open the Graves, it would be really good, but... yeah, I mean, I guess maybe Hired Blade. No, it's probably the Baron. It did do, won us a game in part anyway earlier, but that was a little fluky. I mean, it's going to happen, but this is a good hand. So was our last one, though. We got stomped. They went crazy wide for a blue-red spells deck, but I guess if if you have like 15 creatures and like 8 spells, you're probably still in pretty good shape for the blue-red spells deck. And they may even be running stuff like Trumpet Blast. It is a spell. So, could be. Okay, drew to the Cowl. We never really got to go on the offensive in the last game either, which was a little annoying. I may just, I think I'd attack with my Druid here. And flash in Hired Blade to kill a token, hopefully. I do feel a little overmatched right now, based on all the sweet spells they had in the last game. All right, so we're going to go ahead and try to kill something with Hired Blade. They could easily have Shock, but I think it's worth trying. I think we kill the original. Sure Strike. That hurts a little less than Shock because at least it costs them a bit of mana, a bit more mana. But yeah, now we don't attack. We can play Dreadmaw next turn, so I don't even think I block if they attack here. We just want to slam that Dreadmaw. They're not on blue mana, so this may be our opportunity against this scary, scary deck. I'm even willing, like, if they attack with Havoc Devils here, I think I block it. They didn't, though. I think I attack with it here, too, because of Macabre Waltz, mostly. Maybe I just Rabid Bite the Devils. Nope, wrong card. All right, so let's attack with our Dreadmaw. Then we'll play Centaur Courser. Hey, look, we're actually on the offensive this time. Of course, our opponent doesn't have any blue mana, but just don't pay attention to that. All right, we won that one. Again, mostly because I didn't have blue, I think, but I'll take it. We just had a really good start. Like, if we hadn't had a good start to punish them as much as we did, you know. Do I keep this? I'm on the draw. I'm a little tempted to. I think I'm going to do it. It's like a borderline keep. The reason it's fine, I think, is Druid of the Cowl does block basically all of their early creatures. It also helps us ramp. And there's a good chance that we don't keep drawing lands, but we did just draw another one. And we'll be able to play whatever we draw, unless it's Vivictus Asmati, in which case I'm going to be really mad. Nope, it's a Vinemare, so I'll take that. So we'll play Druid of the Cowl. I think if I were on the play, I wouldn't have kept that hand. Because you get one less card, obviously, in the long run. And so the chances of hitting non-lands is a little lower. Okay. Yeah, we're drawing non-lands. That's what we wanted. We'll play Vinemare. I don't think we plan on blocking. I think we just take 4 to the face here. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. I think I'd rather play the Basilisk here. Yeah. 4, 5, 2 more turns, and then we can use Vivian's Invocation. I think maybe I should have attacked there. Trading 4-drop for 4-drop isn't exactly a bad deal. Yeah, I think I block it. They could use Sure Strike or something, but I'm okay with that. Nope, just a trade. We do still take 2 thanks to Trample, but I think I'm okay with that. Oh man. I was like, we could play anything we draw, except like Vivictus Asmati, and there he is. Couldn't you have stayed in like a couple cards deeper so I could hit you with Vivian's Invocation at least? I mean, come on. So we will use Vivian's Invocation next turn. which should be really good. Let us kill one of these, most likely. I mean, I only need a 2/2 to do it, so... Ooh, man. I think Invocation is still better. It's really tempting to play the red, but since it's tapped, I think we hold off. And instead we cast Vivien's Invocation. Oh yeah. Vigilant Baloth. Yes, please. Punch this in the face. Yeah. And you know what? Let's go to town, everybody. I'm guessing Vinemere gets blocked. Yeah. So we do have to wait a whole additional turn to play Vivictus Asmati, but paying 7 for a 5/5 that killed one of their creatures was probably worth it. Over, you know, being able to play Vivictus Asmati this turn. Okay. Guess you bounced my Baloth, which is annoying. Gives me something to do with my mana this turn. It's not what you want to be doing with your mana, but it does give me something to do with it. All right, so there's a good chance they have an Essence Scatter or something, but we are thrilled if they use it on this Baloth when we have Vivictus Asmati in play. So, yeah, okay. I'm going to start holding on to this A land in my hand for Macabre Waltz purposes. I think I definitely attack my Baloth into these, because then if I can slam the Vivictus Asmati, maybe I think we have a better option now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so I can Rabid Bite and I can play Vivictus, so that's just better. So I think we go Rabid Bite, kill you. Okay, attack with our Baloth. They don't have mana for Cancel, which is the only counterspell we've seen, so maybe they don't have it. I hope they don't, because I really want to play this Vivictus. All right, now's when we find out. Okay, wow, they have 2 Spit Flames. That's messed up, I gotta say. Okay, so we play Vivictus. Hope they don't play a dragon and get back their Spit Flames, because that would be a nightmare. We give up lands at this point when we attack with Vivictus. I think we have plenty of them. Crap. So 1 Spit Flame's going to come back. I guess I go after their Salvager and hope they hit a land. There's a chance we upgrade, but we upgrade them. Yeah, get back your stupid Spit Flame. Ooh, another big guy is nice. Okay, so, yeah, we'll attack with Vivictus. We'll kill that, and we'll lose a forest. We gave them a land, and we gave ourselves nothing, because we hit our Macabre Waltz, which would be amazing to draw, but, you know, whatever. I don't need it. Okay, drops him to 11. Guess I should have attacked with my Druid. So we know Macabre Waltz is goes to the bottom, right? Oh no, I get to draw it still. Good. Good. That's gross. They know I have it too because I revealed it. They're staring down lethal damage. That will keep it from being completely lethal. There's the waltz. Okay, so, making them give up tokens could go really badly for me, but that's what I don't like about Vivictus. What sort of holds it back from being like an utter bomb is there's situations like these where it's like, I would rather just not use the ability this turn. Not on myself, not on them, but we got to do it basically. So attack with both. So if they don't hit a creature here, it is actually lethal. So yeah, we'll give up a forest. We got a swamp, they got an island, and this is lethal now unless they have something, because this will trample for 5. Two Spit Flames. All right, we did it. Back-to-back trophies. The format has been kind to me. Luck has definitely been on my side. I think our decks have been good too, but, it's been pretty lucky lately too. Some of like in match 1 especially, where we drew the one card that could kill their archer in our whole deck basically, and then drew the one card in our deck that could wipe their whole board right after that. It was pretty ridiculous. So for trophy number 4, so we're off to a really good start in this format. I usually end up with like 5 to 7 by the end, so maybe we'll break a trophy record this time around.